College coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from the first steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Value three.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on second and 8.
Two for one.
Now it's gone. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kene Nwangu, 22 yards. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he finds Howard complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams, taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. One play action, Fields. Past the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Cut.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hell, you won.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 4 down. Ric Flair.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Maverick. Hey, Shell.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Whoa. BT.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set down started, they up the first down and move the chains. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action. It's Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Gone. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Listen.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Handoff here to Nwangu. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando. Our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats of this first half of football so far. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, gone. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now gone. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5.
From the red zone now. Gone. Ball hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing again is gone. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun. Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We go tonight. Cal. Hurl it.
They are going for it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields going to keep it once more. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
On 2nd and 9, Goff over the middle. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw ride. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Goff. They'll get this to the longer. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff on first down. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's the longer. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the 50, it's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump-off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretch to right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Value 3. Hold on.
On 2nd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the give is Nwangu. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The defense may be content to give him 9 there as it brings up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt.
Touchdown, Panthers. Brevin Jordan. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. York now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered a league quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. He's going deep for Brown. Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Here we go.
On the run is Nwangu. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maverick!
Here we go on fourth down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Point out.
They'll try the air now with Goff. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Nwangu. 105 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll call it 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Shell. Hey, 76. 76. 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
York able to send this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.